So now we're ready to work with some EFT. EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique. It's a process that I learned in the late 90s, and it was actually so effective for me that the first time I used it on a problem that I had, it was a physical problem, a pain in my tooth over here. And I had that pain for about 10 years. It was a pressure sensitive tooth. And I learned about tapping. I tapped on it for about 20 minutes, half an hour, just everything that came through my mind. I started like, yeah, this toothache, this toothache, this toothache, um, this subject that's hard for me to swallow. I can't, whatever came to my mind. And my toothache went away and never came back, making me the firmest believer in this technique. Well, since I took the course with Gary Craig back in the late 90s, it's probably been 30 years now, 25 years, very long. And I know it works on everything. So I teach it to all my clients. It is sometimes as good, if not better, than hypnosis. But a lot of clients say they just can't find the words. They just don't know the words to use. So I use EFT always. I show them, I demonstrate it. But if that doesn't work for you, check out hypnosis as well. I will do a few sessions. Again, after the first session, we always ask the mind, how many more sessions to clear this issue? Do we need more sessions? And the unconscious mind will always give us a yes or no. So it's not me deciding that you need to see me for 10, 15, 20 times. It's your unconscious mind that will decide the rate of change, how often, what you need and what you don't need. There is a really good study about hypnosis, and I'm going to include this in the EFT because in this study by this professor, I believe he's Alfred A. Barrows, PhD, and he printed something in the American Health magazine. And he said that in psychoanalysis, you need 600 sessions or so. Yes, 600 sessions to get 38% resolution to an issue. In behavior therapy, which is talk therapy, you need 22%, but it's only 72% effective. And in hypnosis, in less than 6 sessions, you could probably get 93%. That's what his study shows. And I'm finding myself, I get about 98% satisfaction in hypnosis to resolve all kinds of problems. Now, given that sessions are, depending on where you live, anywhere from $250 to $400, $500 a session, could you imagine at $250 a session to go to 600 sessions for $120,000 or so for only 38% success? Hypnotherapy, on the other hand, 6 sessions will cost $1,500, and there's no need to commit for a full 6. Come for the first one. If you don't like me, don't come back. But you will get results. And EFT is as good as all of them. It just takes consistency, and it might take a little longer, but you will get there. So right now, I am going to include in the documentation a chart for tapping, and you could find all the tapping points. So I will just show them to you right now. There's no need to get a chart. They're on top of the head, on the eyebrow, side of the eye, either side, under the eye, under the nose, chin, and collarbone. There's also the gamut point over here where I like to use that to put in positive suggestions. And the way I was trained, even though there's faster EFT and better EFT and thought field therapy, which have the same principles, I use the karate chop point, which is over here, and I say the words, even though I have this issue, I fully and completely love and accept myself. Sometimes I include the word forgive myself as well with that statement. I'm going to demonstrate that all for you while we'll go through the other issues. Then there's what else? You could put positive affirmations. Make sure that they're set into positive, like I enjoy seeing well. I love my eyes. I love myself enough to see well. You could put in all these positive affirmations, and we'll do a few of those as well as we tap. So if you want to get started, let's start with the first issue. So the first issue I'm going to talk about is hyperopia. It's a condition where distant objects appear clear while close objects appear distorted or blurry. It's not let's just put it this way. It's linked to a desire to escape reality. However, there are certain situations such as unstable relationships, abusive environments, unsatisfying jobs that could lead to those kind of feelings that you want to escape. And all this is going to be in the handout anyway. So as you go through your life and you look at those things that you're not happy about, you're in a job, it's a dead-end job. Maybe you're a teacher with a great pension, but there's 15 years to retirement. Well, guess what? If you don't want to be there, it affects your vision. You think about that great retirement, where you're going to be, when you're going to be there, who's going to be there with you. But right now, guess what? You can't see that far, or you can't see that close because what you want to see is out there. So you start tapping. You start tapping over here and you say, even though I have this issue, I have hyperopia. I can't see from close, but I fully and completely love it and accept myself. Even though it's frustrating not to be able to see from close or to know where I'm going or that I'll ever get there, I fully and completely love and accept myself. Even though I have that condition, this condition, I fully and completely love and accept myself. And then you start tapping on the points. I can't see from close. I cannot see from close. Under the eye. I can't see from close. Under the nose. I just can't see from close. Top of the head. I just can't see from close. I can't see from close. Take a deep breath and exhale and just see how that feels. Maybe, most likely, nothing is going to happen between sessions. It's going to take a little while to release those things. But if something did come up, if a thought, oh, I'm not a teacher, but I'm in a bad relationship and it's like his name is Jim, to tap on, I'm in a bad relationship. I just don't know what I'm going to do in the future. I'm just stuck here. You tap on that. And as you take a deep breath and exhale, two things will happen. First, your mind will hear you, and then your reality will start changing, because as you release those beliefs, those limited beliefs that there's no options, there's no choices, you don't know how to get there. Once you release that, then everything starts changing in your reality. So what is tapping anyways? Tapping is based on acupuncture points. And as you tap on these acupuncture points, all the negative emotions, all the negative beliefs everything that's there will start to shift. It's almost as if you have a garden hose that's kinked. There's a kink in the garden hose. When you start tapping, it opens up the kink and the energy flows and things shift. Not only the physical problems, I use it all the time for pain, but also the emotional problems that fuel the physical kind of neutralize. If there's no negative emotion, then the problems go away. So once you've done the first round, you could do a second round using the remaining issue, the remaining sight problem, the remaining issue, the remaining issue. This remaining issue in my eyesight that I can't see from far. This remaining issue. Now, in the old style EFT, first, let me give you a few variations of everything we're doing. The questions that are normally asked is, do I have to tap exactly where you're tapping? Do I have to say exactly what you're saying? No, you don't. Even if it upsets you, it's even better because your emotions go up as you're tapping because I said something silly or crazy or funny. The emotions dissipate and the problems get resolved. The other thing is, do you have to tap on the same side, right hand or left hand? It doesn't matter. You could do both hands. It's such a forgiving process that you could tap with both hands. I could say tap on top of your head, and instead of doing that, you're tapping on the back of your neck, and it's still working because, believe it or not, each fingertip point is an acupuncture point. It's a meridian point. So the heart meridian, the liver meridian, the gallbladder meridian, as you're tapping with these points on different points, you're still tapping with the points on the points. So you will get results. I like the second round to always be the remaining problem, but I forget all the time as well. So even if you just say, yeah, I'm tapping on this, you'll get the results. What else? Yeah, so once you do the first round, you might repeat it or you might just go right to the issues. So some of them that I wrote down for you guys is, even though it's frustrating that things close up are so blurry, I accept my vision exactly as it is right now. I'm not happy with what it's like, but I accept it. I'm not going to fight it. It is what it is. For right now, I want to get my natural eyesight back, but I'm going to accept it. I'm not going to fight it. I'm going to let go of all resistance. Because for right now, even though it's frustrating, the things are blurry, I accept my vision completely just as it is. Now, another statement that you might want to start tapping on is the feeling of strain from focusing on near objects is uncomfortable, but I choose to tap for some relaxation in my eyes and in my mind. I choose to relax my mind and my eyes. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm choosing to relax anyways. I release any anxiety or stress that might be contributing to my blurry vision when I try to see things too close. I'm just going to let it go. Just letting it go. Deep down, I trust that I could take care of my physical and emotional well-being. It's natural. It's natural to take care of myself. I'm not going to fight it. I'm going to do the best I can. I will get my eyesight back. I trust that I will. Part of me might be trying to blur out some difficult situations, and that's okay. Yeah, it's painful. I don't really want to be here, but my mind is just responding to my thoughts. And I'm gonna release that negative charge so I could just see better with more clarity. I could also tap for courage to face my fears. I'm admitting I'm afraid. I don't want it to get worse. So I am afraid. It is scary to lose your eyesight. So here's the gamut point I talked about, and just tap for I choose to be brave. I choose to be courageous. I choose to be awesome in all ways. I choose that every day in every way, things will get better and better and better. I choose to just enjoy the process more and more. I already feel good. I could look at myself in the mirror while I'm tapping and just enjoy the fact that this is my break for myself and for the eyes that I love to get better and better and better. And you take a deep breath and you just sort of like, you just feel what it's like. You feel the calmness, you feel the joy, you feel the peace, because it will get better and better. And then you might want to tap on something else. So I forgive myself. Forgiveness is really important. So I choose to forgive myself for this desire to run away, to escape this reality, for those things that right here, right in front of me, I don't want to see. I forgive myself. For it's all about perception anyways. I could see things and be unhappy, or I could see things and be neutral. I could see the same things and actually be happy. Like when I see a fire and I put a label on it, it's a house burning down. It's my house burning down. Yeah, I'm upset. I could see a fire in a barbecue pit and all the kids are doing marshmallows and roasting wieners. That makes me happy. It's just a fire. I'm going to release the labels and forgive myself for whatever things I said to myself about this reality that I don't like. I'm going to let them go. Even though it's scary, I'm choosing to have a clear mind and heart. Now you might tap over here and say, I am worthy of feeling safe and secure in my reality. I'm choosing to feel safe and secure even in this crazy world. Because I have choice. I could choose to feel secure, even though everyone else around me is freaking out, having a hard time. I'm choosing to feel safe and totally secure. I am safe and secure. I choose to feel that way more and more, even about my eyesight, about my health, my overall health. Maybe it's something else, but I'm choosing to feel safe and secure. I might have to face life because life happens to me, happens around me. I have to face it, but that's okay. I'll face it with courage, with an open heart. I'm open to change. I'm open to good things happening now. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't open and ready. And I choose to focus on what I can control now because I have choice. I can control how deep my breath is. I can control whether my eyes are closed or open. I can control how I feel about my eyes. I could even control what I eat or not eat, or drink or not drink. I have choices. So I choose to focus on what I can control, on my own well-being, and not things that I have no power over. People in different countries, different economies, what the interest rates are. I have no control over that. Unless you are the Governor General or you're head of the monetary system of the United States or something like that. All of us, all the others of us have no control. So just focus on, I'm doing the best I can. Take a deep breath and drink some water in between sessions. it's always good to rehydrate yourself, because even the cells of your body have memory. So as you're drinking more water, you're able to flush out those old beliefs, to open up those channels and just allow the good things to happen. So that's for hyperopia, not being able to see from close, but instead from far. So here we are on condition number 2. I'm just trying to center myself on the screen, so I apologize about that. Let me pause the screen. Welcome back. And again, this time we are going to do some tapping on the condition known as myopia or nearsightedness. And nearsightedness is just the opposite condition of farsightedness. In nearsightedness, you can see what's directly in front of you. You can read well without glasses. You could just see everything in front of you. But when you're trying to look far, you can't see what's out there. And so think about it. What does that really represent for you? How does that play out in your existence? So before I go further, you may have several conditions, like some people can't see from far, some people can't see from close, some people are blind. We're going to go through about 15 to 20 conditions. So you will choose the right one. You could tap for all of them because they will help you. But then you might want to focus specifically on what's going on with you. So when do people develop myopia? People develop it when things in their lives they're uncertain about. They're in either a new relationship, or they are in a changing jobs, careers, different cities. They're going to move to a different city where everything is scary out there, because it's easy to live in your loop in the same thing every single day as you move forward in life. But then as you change, like I remember moving from Montreal to Toronto, and back then everything I did was so challenging. I went to get a haircut. I had hair back then, but nobody cut my hair like Bobby. I would go back once a month. I call in advance to make sure I got Bobby ready to see me to cut my hair, because it was hard. And my dentist that I had seen for so many years, all of a sudden, I couldn't go back every month or every 2 weeks or that often to get my teeth cleaned or fixed. And life changes are really scary. You're starting a new relationship and you feel uncertain about yourself and what's coming down the pipeline. Life is scary. And so if you developed some issues with your eyes when you were challenged with that, this is the right tapping for you. Again, just being conscious that it happened to you, you will be able to, with tapping, put in your own words and adjust it accordingly. So let's do a bit of tapping. I see in my notes there's pregnancies, becoming a parent, a mother, a father, even in puberty, moving to a new city, new relationships, um, losing a job, even like the unknown, the great unknown. What are you going to do? Or when someone passes away. So even though I like the idea of big changes, and you can mention your own if you wish, the idea of big changes scare me, but I fully and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm afraid of the big changes, of the big unknown, even of dying, what's it going to be like to die? Oh my God. I fully and completely love and accept and forgive myself. Even though the idea of something big happening, what if I'm not ready? What if something is so big that I can't handle it? But I fully and completely love and accept myself. Start tapping up on top. The idea of big changes, of moving, of someone dying, of getting sick. Some of it is real, some of it is imagined. I tell myself all kinds of stories of bad things that could happen. What if I can't pay the bills and I lose the house and my wife dies and the dog gets ran over by a car and the squirrel eats all the nuts and there's no food left for me? I fully and completely love and accept myself anyways. Even though this feeling of fear about the future is overwhelming, it's actually called anxiety. Unlike depression, which is the past, the fear of the future, it's really scary. I was a master of the past. I knew my friends. I knew what they would say before they even said it. The past was really comfortable. But now I'm into my future stories. And they aren't, I am successful, I'm happy, I have plenty of money. Most of the time it's like, oh, what if the kids don't come home? What if they have an accident? What if I run over the dog by mistake? Yeah. Whatever story is right for you, just tap it. And even if my story or what I say doesn't resonate with you right now, you could just keep on tapping because some of it will sink in. It always does. Then you find another statement. I release any belief that I'm not strong enough to handle the changes. And maybe that's true for you. Maybe you feel that you're at your limit, that you can't take on any more challenges, that you're stressed out as it is, and that any new changes will be really hard on you. Just keep on tapping. I don't think I'm strong enough. Or maybe I don't feel the support from others, so I have to do it all on my own, and that's even more scary because I can't take on any more projects. It's just too much. Keep on tapping. Just keep on tapping. And deep down inside, I trust that I will have the resources and support I need when the time is right for change. So even though you don't believe maybe that you have all you need, all the resources, all the strength, just tap on it. Because whether you believe you're right or wrong, your mind is still clearing the issue. So sometimes I go with the negative, sometimes I go with the positive, but I trust that this is working for you, it's working for me. I know that I will have all the resources and support I need when the time is right for the change. Whatever age you are, you got through every single day of your life. You've always had the resources you need. And whether you like where you are or you aren't, just trust that you will have the resources and that you could always choose to have more, because all you have to do is ask the universe and it will deliver if you believe it does. So just choose to believe that the universe will deliver you what you want. In this case, I choose to have the universe fix this for me, help me with this, make it better. I choose to believe that, and you will have it. Let's keep on going while I change glasses because my eyes are tired again. And I tap away the fear, any fear of the unknown. Change can be scary, but it could also be amazing also. I like the idea that it could be amazing. What kind of amazing change could I accept into my life now? What kind of amazing change will help me to see better? I look forward to seeing better. I look forward to having a better life. I can see better right now because the future is beautiful. If that's what I choose to see a beautiful future. I'm ready for a beautiful future. It's easy to have a beautiful future if I believe it exists. So I'm going to just see the best in everything. I'm going to make a conscious effort to see the best in everything. And let's go to another tapping point. So part of me feels safe and secure in my comfort zone. I choose to feel safe and secure in my comfort zone. I love to feel safe and secure in my comfort zone. Doesn't mean that I never want to come out of my comfort zone. If that was the case, I'd still be in diapers. Maybe I am in diapers again. Maybe not. But I choose to get out of my comfort zone because little kids grow up, they become toddlers, teenagers, and everything that happens in life, from graduating from school or even dropping out, puts you into a new life, into a new way of being, into a new way of thinking, with new friends, new adventures, new exciting things. So I choose to accept that life is constantly changing, and I adapt to it easily and effortlessly, joyfully. Continue to tap. Take a deep breath. If you want, you could stop. You could tap. You could write down anything that came up for you. And I forgive myself for being resistant to change. It's a normal human response, but you could be open to taking small step forwards. So I'm resistant. That's my nature. Before I say yes, I always say no. It gives me time to think and to accept and adapt to things. I have some certain resistance because part of me doesn't even believe this is working. So I have resistance to allowing it to work. But I guess if I want it to work, I have to ask God to release the resistance, or a higher power, or maybe flush the resistance down the toilet. I don't care how it's done, but I need to release the resistance. Because as I release it, I notice that my squinting here, all these lines in my forehead, as I release the resistance and smile, it's easier to let it go. And why am I resisting change anyways? Change is going to happen. Resistance is futile. I love that expression. Makes me sick, but we don't say that anymore, do we? I release all resistance as I get better and better in every way. Take a deep breath now. See how you feel. There's more to tap on. A lot of things you don't want to see in the distance. How the world's going to end, when it's going to end. Is it going to end because all those nuclear arms or whatever? Although they're really imagined stories, because until it ends, it doesn't end. And so just keep on tapping. And yeah, let's just do 2 more, 3 more. I tap for clarity to see the potential benefits of change. What exciting things might come with. See if you could see specific change. So for me, I'm at the age of retirement, and I'm going to tap for, I anticipate a happy retirement. I'm going to let go of any resistance because I've been looking forward to having more freedom. I choose to be excited and accepting of all change, of more time on my hands to do gardening, more time on my hands to exercise. Probably won't happen. I don't want to put too much mileage on that treadmill. But I choose to have more acceptance of the change. And as I have more acceptance, I will have less resistance. So I choose to have new friends. For now, I'll have time to spend with them. Maybe not the same ones, but I choose to allow this to happen. That change, that specific change that I'm looking forward to. Maybe I'm scared of it, but maybe I've never had friends because I was so busy working before. Doesn't matter. just release the resistance to the change, whatever it is for you. Like I said, there's two more. So one is, I'm worthy of having a happy and fulfilling life. And to do that, it involves change. I'm open to change. I'm totally open to change, because by changing, I don't know what'll happen, but I might have that worthy, fulfilling, satisfying life that I've been longing for. I might feel myself even youthful, more energized, because I'm ready for change. I choose to change. I choose to change the way I see things, because until I'm open to seeing things in a different way, nothing will change. I need to change my perception. I need to change my sight from the inside from out to out. I might look at the same thing, but I'm open to change, to seeing things unfolding for me in a much better way. And as you do that, see if anything came up, write it down, keep tapping, start over at the beginning. And the last one that I had written down here is, even though the future feels scary right now, I can't do anything about the past. I can't do anything about the future. So I'm letting go about the past, the depression, the sadness, the grief. I'm letting go of the anxieties about the future, the stories I tell about it, how it's affecting me, how it's not affecting me. I just need to let that go. I'm letting it all go now. And as I let go, this too shall pass, and I will see better. Because right now, I'm feeling really calm. 10-15 minutes of tapping. That was pretty awesome. I really feel calm. I don't know why. I can't see any better yet. But that's temporary, because that too shall pass. It's only a belief as my eyes get stronger and stronger every day. Take that deep breath. Feel inside. I'm feeling really calm from tapping with you guys. I don't know about yourself. So what I'm going to suggest right now is to stop the video, go get a glass of water, something to drink, and something that I do, which I'll recommend. You don't need to do it this way. This is a spray bottle, just filled with some normal tap water, not hot, not scalding hot, not cold. Your eyes need lubrication. You need to blink more often. Do it deliberately. And if you're in front of a screen and your eyes are getting dry, don't push on them. You could palm your hands over your eyes, spray a little water, love your eyes, and continue to do so. In case I forget to mention it before, later in the video, I am a Reiki master, and if you know Reiki, there's some Reiki symbols which you could put into your hands, to put into your eyes, to help heal the eyes. But even as you do a bit of palming, you could talk to your eyes and say, eyes, I love you. I love you. For every time you say something positive to your body, all the cells of your body respond. The more you say, I hate to see, I hate that person, I hate looking at that car, I hate that car because of the way it looks. Whatever it is that you're saying I hate gets stored in here. But when you start saying, body, I love you, eyes, I love you, thank you for my vision, thank you for being part of me, your eyes will heal. So I really encourage you to take a break every once in a while, and I will see you on the next video.